today's video is going to be another story time. And before I start the story time, I wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to start this new thing on my channel that I'm going to call Storytime Sunday, where I upload a story time every Sunday, hopefully. Okay, so this story takes place in my senior year of high school, but I'm just going to tell you the pre-stuff so you guys can understand the story. The summer before my senior year of high school, I started working at this pizza place. It was like my first job, so I was always like trying to be the best I could be, like be a really good worker, and like I think that's just like my work ethic. So one day I went to work and there was this older lady that worked there. She didn't really do much, you know, all she did was really kind of like answer the phones sometimes and like take care of like the customers that came in. She was more like a register lady. She was always on her phone. So one day I guess we were busy or something, it was like a Sunday, and she had put her phone, like this is the counter, and so, like underneath the counter there's like a safety security box, and there's like other like things, like other boxes and other things like that. She put her phone to charge on top of the safety security box, and like in front of the counter there was like unfolded boxes, because our job was to like answer phone calls, greet customers, take orders, and fold boxes so that like whenever the pizza was ready we could put it in a box. So the unfolded boxes were laying up against the counter, and like I was just standing in front of it, and then my manager comes up to me and he's like, "Hey Natalia, can you please fold these boxes for me?" And I look at him, I'm like, why? Like, not that I didn't want to do my job, but like we didn't have anywhere to put them. I had already folded all the boxes, like we were stacked up on boxes and I had nowhere to put them. And he's like, "Oh, because I have to do inventory today, so I want to be able to count them easier." And I was like, "Oh, how about I just like count them for you and then you just like add it up?" And he's like, "Okay, that's fine." So like I pull the boxes to count them, and as I pull the boxes, here, let me show you. So this is her phone and this is the box, like these are the boxes. As I pull them to count them, her phone like falls and like shatters, but I didn't notice they shattered. I kind of just like, I saw her phone fall and I just put it back where it was, and I was like, whatever, it's not my problem. Like, and it was kind of stupid because it was a brand new iPhone 6 Plus, and she didn't have a case on it. She had like one of those like those little things, those little flaps that you put like over the screen, but the flap wasn't even like covered. It was like wide open, because she was just using her phone because she didn't know how to do her job, and all she did was like be on her phone. So she like put her phone there real quick, I guess when a customer came in or something. So then when it fell, I like didn't, she was on the phone and I just kind of like put it back, and like my other manager was standing right next to me, and he's like, "Did you break it?" I was like, "I don't know, like, I just put it back," and I counted the boxes and I just went on. And then I was on the phone, and this lady, as I'm on the phone, comes up to me and she's like bitching at me, and she's like, "Oh, you broke my phone, whatever." And I'm like turning red, and like you gotta keep in mind this was like 2 years ago maybe, yeah, or something like that. So like now I would be like, "I didn't break your phone," like I would be more outspoken, but back then I didn't have a voice yet, like I hadn't grown a backbone yet, kind of thing. So I was like getting red and I was like sweating, and like I just like was shaking and I didn't know what to do. Like I just broke this lady's phone, but like in my defense, I was just doing my job. Like she shouldn't have her phone out anyway. I finished the phone call. She's like yelling at me, and like I started crying, and then she's like, "Oh, it's okay," and she walks away. And then like I guess like after that, like there was a lot of tension between us. Like she wouldn't talk to me, she like ignored me, she wouldn't like help me out like with the job. Like let's say I had 10 lines on hold, she'd just be there like scrolling through her phone. And one day I walk in and she's like, "Oh, I got an estimate on the screen on my phone," because her phone wasn't like shattered, like broken, it was just like the screen had a crack in it. She's like, "I got an estimate on my phone and it's gonna be $200. And I look at her like, "Bitch, what? I just got my iPhone screen replaced and it's not $200, it's like $100. Like chill with that, fam." So I was like, "I can't help you, I don't have money, like I'm a student, like I don't make money." She like pulled out like a widow card. She's like, "I'm a widow and like I have children," and I'm like, "Your children are like 30. Like don't put that on me. Your children have their own life. Like what do you mean you have children?" I could like maybe give you like some money, but like it wasn't my fault. Like I was just counting the boxes, you know. Like obviously I'm not being confrontational here. Like the children thing was in my head because I hadn't grown a backbone yet, and I was like, "No, you know, like if you go here, like they do a really good job," you know, just like talking her down kind of thing. And then she's like, "No, who raised you?" I haven't told you this, my mom worked at the same place I worked, so my mom and I worked together. So she knew my mom, and she's like basically trash talking me and my mom, and everybody like thought she was a bitch and like didn't even like, not my mom, my coworker, because she like didn't know how to work and she was old and like grumpy. So then like I just told her, "No, I can't help you, like I'm not gonna pay for it, you shouldn't be on your phone anyway." And then she like starts telling everybody that like I went like this and threw her phone on the floor and like broke it. But clearly I had a witness right next to me. Like, why would I throw your phone on the floor? Like, why is she telling people I do this on purpose? I don't care about you enough to do that, you know? Like, you're not, like, you're just no one to me, really. So then, whatever, more time goes by. She was like attack me when I was alone, like when it was just us two, because I guess like she wasn't like big enough to like confront me in front of like other people at work, you know? And it's so funny because like she was here acting like we were in high school. Like, I was in high school, but she's like 80. Actually, she's like 50 or something. Or maybe 60. But, like, she's acting like she's in high school, you know? Like it's just a screen and your phone works. It's not like why would you expect me to cover the whole screen? When maybe if you had a case on your phone, that wouldn't happen. Or maybe if you didn't have your phone there, it wouldn't happen. Like, it's not like we were, like, playing around and I accidentally broke your phone or I had it in my hands. No. It was, like, a mistake. And I didn't mean to do it. One night, she, like, confronts me again. And then she, like, I told her again, like, no, I'm not going to pay for your screen. I'm sick and tired of telling you this. And I keep in mind that she never talked to me. Like, she only talked to me to confront me about her stupid phone. So we got into, like, an argument, kind of. Like, I spoke up to her because I was like, I'm sick and tired of her, like, not talking to me, not cooperating. Like, I hated going to work. Like, I hated going there. And, like, there's a point when, like, I got so sick and tired of her, like, not helping me out, like, with the job, that I would leave her alone up front. And just like go and do other stuff, like just leave her there so she had to handle it all by herself because that's what she made me do. So then, okay, back again to like she went and she like ran to the manager because she's like, oh, I'm gonna tell our manager that you don't want to pay for my phone. I'm like, okay, fine, tell them. So she went over there and she's like pointing at me. And I didn't follow her. I just kind of like looked at her. She's like pointing at me, like screaming and shit. And then like the manager and someone else comes up to me and they're like, she's a bitch, don't worry about her, like she's stupid. And I start crying because I'm like, why does she hate me? Like, obviously I didn't mean to break her phone. So eventually, like, I graduated high school and I never paid her phone and I just left. But yeah, that's the story of the time that I broke my coworker's brand new iPhone. Hope you guys enjoyed the story time. If you enjoyed the story time, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want to see Storytime Sunday be a thing. And bye!
I'm only human, can't you say I made a mistake?